Hello, welcome to the When I Have Spare Time podcast. My name is Frank, and I'll be sitting here talking to you for a few minutes as usual. Wearing clothes. I'm wearing a black pink pullover. Bought it a couple of years ago. I'm special. So as you guys know, I hurt my back lifting weights, which is why I haven't done anything in the past couple of days. Now, when I mean back, I mean nothing serious. Like I strained a muscle in my back. I was doing. Now, once again, I'm not a professional workout guy. I'm not you know, I don't know the latest terms, so I just named stuff after famous people. So I was doing some Charlotte flares, and that's what I call the exercise. Anyway, like a day later, I was sitting down playing video games, and all of a sudden, like the muscle, like on the left side of my back, it started to hurt like crazy. And so for the past couple of days, I've been walking around like this, and not being able to move. But then like when I don't think about it, I can move normal. Like I can move normal now, but it hurts though. But it's been. I've basically just been sleeping the past couple of days because if you're asleep, you don't feel the pain. If you're asleep, your body heals supposedly. So yeah, I think for the past 3 days, I've been trying to sleep as much as possible. Yeah, so that's what's been going on. But recently, they passed in California the $20 minimum wage for fast food places that have over 60 locations. And the side effect of $20 minimum wage is there's been thousands of layoffs because, why does, I don't think Starbucks wants to pay everyone $20 an hour, or I don't think McDonald's wants to pay everyone $20 an hour, or just all these, all these locations with over 60, all these chains with like over 60 locations. But I don't know. I just think $20 an hour for flipping a burger, and I'm not diminishing anyone's work. I normally work with dogs. And, you don't make a lot of money in that. I mean, you should make more money because you're, like, at least in the dog industry, you're dealing with rich people. So, people are being charged, like, $5,000 to train their dog, or they're being charged $100 a night for them to keep their dog over. There's just a different clientele. It's like, rich people spend money on doggy daycare, dog training, dog grooming. So that industry, a lot of people do get $20 an hour. Like low end dog trainers get paid $20 an hour. Okay, low end dog trainers get paid $20 an hour. But anyway, I know I'm jumping around, but anyway, there's been lots of layoffs now. Okay. And so I'm thinking the people in charge of this know what's going to happen. Like, they know places are going to let people go, and they know places are going to raise the prices, and that's what's happened. Most of these fast food places have raised the price of their items. And so technically, nothing's changed. So it's like, okay, so these people are now getting paid $20 an hour, but now the cost of living has gone up, so nothing's changed. And I know rent maybe has stayed the same, but I just mean like the people who like work at fast food places probably eat at fast food places. The people who frequent like fast food places probably have a lower paying job, because usually if you have a nice job, you're not going to eat at McDonald's, you're not going to go to Starbucks. Like, if you have, common sense or a nice job, you're not going to spend $5 on a cup of coffee. You're going to make your own coffee at home. If you have, I don't know, common sense or a better paying job, you're not gonna go to McDonald's. You're going to go to the supermarket, buy a pack of ground beef and some buns. You know, so it's just affecting the same group of people. So basically, their cost of living goes up too. So it's like poor people are getting paid more, but they're still spending more, so it's the same. Okay, and then rent goes up every year. I haven't rented in a long time, but when I was renting, I mean I've rented in the past, and rent tends to go up every year. Not by a lot, you know. Sometimes it goes up 10%, whatever. But I'm just saying, rent goes up every year. Okay, so what's going to happen is, because like all these people who are living on that wage bracket, whatever, a lot of them lost their jobs. Okay, so now what's this is what's going to happen. There's going to probably be an uptake in homelessness. I wouldn't be surprised. But also, there's going to be women for sure are going to resort to selling their body, OnlyFans, something like that, or magically becoming traditional in finding a man. So I bet you there's going to be an uptake in traditional women, because men don't care how much a woman makes or if she has a job or not. Now watch a lot of these women find a man, and I don't know how to keep track of these stats, but I bet you any amount of money, because of all these layoffs, because it's thousands. There's going to be a lot of females who are going to magically become nice, magically become feminine, magically lose weight, magically just stop being a girl boss, magically forget about feminism, magically lose that attitude. I don't need no man, and they're going to find a man, because that's what women do. And then the uptick of men who have now recently become unemployed. Well, men are more resilient and they're smarter, so they're probably not going to start an OnlyFans. They'll probably just hustle and find another job. But because if you have to fire a bunch of people from your job, you're more likely going to fire the women instead of the men. I mean, like, I understand, like, you have to kind of make it look like you're firing both, so like you fire a couple guys. But it's like, if I have a business, and this is speaking in general, like anyone, the men work harder than the women, because just men work harder. Okay, like women have more, like women aren't strong. Women need more sleep. Like women, don't tend to stay after hours. It's just like men just work harder. It's just how it is. Men are stronger. Men are faster. Testosterone's real. Biology's real. So anyway, so I'm just saying, like, there's going to be a higher amount of women who lost their jobs though. But yeah. Anyway, I think what's really going on. I think the government, because they're talking about making the minimum wage nationwide, like raising it nationwide. Okay. So these are the side effects. A lot of these fast food places are going automated. Some are fully automated. Okay, because robots don't need a paycheck. So imagine if you did the minimum wage, hiked it up nationwide. So the same thing that happened in California is going to happen in every other state. Okay, which means that's millions of people are going to be laid off. Okay, and at the same time, it means millions of women are going to like drop feminism, become traditional, lose weight, become feminine, become nice, and lose a girl boss attitude, which is a side effect too, because we do have a population crisis. And I think that's part of the reason why they're doing this, because they know women will resort to acting right, because, you can't survive on being a girl boss when there's no job to be a boss at. Anyway, I really think the government is trying to make the make the poor make their unemployment rate so high that they can pass whatever, a law, a bill, whatever, to have a universal basic income. Okay, I think that's the long term end goal. Okay, because like if like you need the poor to work, well, you need everyone to work, but like the poor make up the biggest percent of our population. Like I don't break things down by race. I don't break things, like when it comes to like social problems or like economic problems. I mean, it's just like the poor are taxed the most because the biggest population in America is poor people. So now when you have a large percentage of poor people not able to work, which is the people who would work at a fast food place, or I mean, these are people who work minimum wages. Um, you now have an excuse to have universal basic income, and if you have universal basic income, you can have everything at the low level is going to be automated. So like your McDonald's, your Starbucks, automated. Like warehouse jobs are going to be automated. I've seen lots of videos where like delivery drivers can be automated because like cars can drive themselves and a robot takes the package to the door. I've seen it. It's crazy, but we have that technology. Okay, so like all of these low wage jobs are being automated. Okay, so now you have universal basic income, and so all these poor people now don't have to work, and they stay at home and they shop online from big corporations. And I think that's the goal: is to funnel all the money into the poor population because that's the biggest percentage of the population on at least in America. And so they then, since everything's automated, they live online, they shop online, or they can still go to McDonald's and order food, but it's just going to be automated. But so anyway, the whole point is this helps out big corporations. This helps out Amazon. This helps out Target. This helps out just anything that's online. Because this younger generation pretty much does everything online. You have poor people. I'm talking like people who make minimum wage who live off of DoorDash, and I'm like, that's the biggest waste of money ever, but people do it. So it's like we're already conditioned to do the basics. Like there's people who are so lazy they can't even go to McDonald's to get food. They have to call DoorDash to go to McDonald's to get food and pay an extra $30. Like you're paying $30 for a fillet of fish. So it's stupid, but it's like that's the mentality though. So and then also, now I don't know how much more the homeless population would be because California's homeless population. The problem with California has nice weather. So if you're going to be homeless, you don't want to be homeless in, I don't know, like what's a place that snows, like North Dakota, because like you die. Over here, the winters aren't bad. So like California has like an exorbitant amount of homeless people. But like if you do this thing nationwide, the homeless population is going to go up. I don't know by how much. I don't know. But it's going to go up. But that means when it goes up, it's going to be a lot of people going to California. And so I'm wondering are they trying to get the California's homeless population? Because like there's going to become a point where there's so many homeless, they have to do something. And the only way you fix homelessness is to build homes. And so I'm wondering, are they trying to do that too, where they're trying to get like a crisis? Because I guess it's not a crisis now because there's so many dying that the replacement rate, like maybe the homeless population is lowering. But anyway, I'm thinking like, are they trying to make homelessness a breaking point too? So they have no choice but to build housing. And then once again, if you build that housing, you have universal basic income. And so that's now another, they say the homeless population is 200,000 in California. It's probably more. But let's just say after all this happens, it'll be like 500,000. Because like, once again, you can't be homeless in a cold state. And so like they give them free tickets to go to California. Like that's why you'll see homeless people from, oh yeah, I'm from Jersey or whatever. I'm from New York. You're like, how the hell did you get out here? They're like, oh yeah, they gave me a ticket. I've talked to a few of them. Anyway, so now you build housing for these homeless people, and now because there's universal basic income, boom, that's now an extra, whatever, 500,000 people. Well, because if they do it in California, they're going to do it, nationwide if they start building homes. But think about it. You have this uptick in homeless people. They all get housing now, and then because of universal basic income, that's millions more people getting money, and then those people are putting money back into the economy, back into big business. So I think that's the end game. Make poor people not able to work, increase automated production, increase the robot, the AI workforce, expand the distance between the poor and the middle class, and the poor and the rich. The middle class are going to stay in the middle, but then the middle class are going to become the new poor, and then the people on the basic income are going to be like something else. They're going to be universal basic income generation, I guess. But and then we're gonna have a caste system. So like you're gonna have like when politicians like go out and talk to people and try to get votes, like they try to break it down by race, which is stupid. But now they're gonna really break it down by money. You're gonna be talking to your universal basic, your UBI crowd. You're gonna talk to your middle class crowd, and you don't have to talk to rich people. They're fine. But I really think that's what's going on. They're going to do so many things, and they're gonna like first take away, is because if you have the universal basic income, that is really the only way you can classify that group of people. Because like we love classifying people, we love putting people in groups. Because like you're not just American, you're like a female, Chinese, lesbian, queer representing. Affirmative action, DEI, like this, you just can't be American. Like you gotta like have all these other labels in front of you. So since we love labels, it's just going to be based on where you are in the economic bracket. So you heard it here first. This is just a start, and I don't know how many years this will take. Like I'm guessing maybe. And it just depends who the president is, and depends how corrupt things are. Depends on if we enter World War III, because they want to put Ukraine in the NATO next year, and if that happens, obviously there's going to be a war. So it just depends on so many situations. So, but I think it's going to be quick though, because it's like you've seen how quickly America can like throw billions of dollars around. Okay. So let's again, all the money they sent to Ukraine, they could have housed every homeless person in America. So we have the money to do it. Okay, so I'm not like I said, I'm not just talking on my ass here. I want to say like 10 years. I want to say like within 10 years, we're going to have universal basic income, if not nationwide, at least in a state like California or a state like New York, where it's just so bad. Okay, because once again, those places have things in common. Like businesses are leaving because areas are so ridden with crime that it's the perfect place to have people shop online. So yeah, see what happens. Anyway, I've said enough. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.